Tonight, an apartment protest. Why dozens of Hamburg homeowners are fighting to stop a new complex from going up. Also tonight, a school in mourning after the sudden death of a local teacher on a school trip abroad. Plus, a call for equality. Hear from a group of local Catholics pushing for women to become priests in the church. And distracted driving. How using your phone behind the wheel is soon going to cost you a whole lot more. 2 on Your Side at 10 starts now. Hey, good evening. I'm Scott Levin. We begin tonight with a housing controversy in Hamburg. Residents who have lived there for decades are upset over a proposed plan to build a huge housing project in their neighborhood. Some residents are coming together to stop the project. 2 on Your Side's Jeff Preval has more on what residents are saying there tonight. Jeff?
Yeah, hi there, Scott. We're talking about longtime residents of this community, people who have been there for 15 or 20 years or longer. Many of them are against the plan to put a huge 11-building multi-family complex that would have 66 units. The developer estimates that the project would cost about $6 million to build.
If you like good warm temperatures, we're going to be back to normal, something we haven't been talking about lately, and it will be coming just in time for Easter. I'll see you in about 10 minutes. We'll take a look at that full 7-day forecast.
Kevin, thanks. Still to come on 2 on Your Side at 10. Farmers in western New York are trying out a new method to protect their crops from frost. We're going to show you how it fools Mother Nature and what it costs. And the penalties for distracted driving in New York State, they are going up. What it could now cost repeat offenders.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Superior Auto Sales and Service. Quality used cars since 1938.
All right, we have talked about it for weeks now, and here is our brand new look right at the bottom of your screen here. We unveiled this on our midday broadcast today, and we wanted to know that it comes from viewer feedback, people just like you. You told us that you want a cleaner look that is less cluttered. Well, for the past decade, 2 on Your Side had that rundown that was popular on the side of your screen, showing the upcoming stories. Well, for the fans of that rundown, we have excellent news. It is not going away. It is just in a different place. We're going to show you the 3 upcoming stories as part of the new layout right here at the bottom of the screen. So give yourself a little time to adjust to the new look. Let's give it maybe 2 weeks. Then tell us what you think about it. You can write us on our WGRZ Facebook page or talk to us on Twitter. We are at WGRZ. Well, there's still more to come here on 2 on Your Side at 10, including a young boy honored for his quick thinking that helped save his mother's life. A lot of proud people were there watching him, and what a young man. Way to go, huh, Kevin?
Yep, threw the little scout sign right up there.
I was a Boy Scout. I think you were too, right?
Eagle Scout. Turned out to be do a good turn daily, and I think he did plenty of that. Damaris, we're very, very proud of you. Well, you know, Scott a couple of moments ago was talking about some of the new look that we have here on 2 on Your Side at 10. Weather is no exception. We've changed a couple of things. I'll get out of the way, just kind of give you the 5-day forecast now. You'll always get the 5-day forecast at the beginning of our broadcast. That's not really what's new, but what we did, we made things a little bit larger. People wanted to see a little larger numbers when it comes to the temperature, which would be the big white number there at the top of the screen. The low for or expected would be the smaller blue number. Our icons are a little larger as well. Looks like the next 3 days we're going to be dealing with not only a little rain, but maybe some wet snow mixed in as well. And yeah, a little bit of sunshine each day as well. As you saw at the bottom of the screen a few moments ago, the 50s are coming. They'll be here Sunday for Easter services. So it looks like the 5 days coming up, at least on the temperature bar, things are getting a lot nicer. That's a sure sign of spring. I have another sure sign of spring as well. If you took a look out on Lake Erie a little bit earlier today, yep, the old ice boom is coming out. Now, if you're not familiar with the boom, it's sections of wood. I think there's 22 of them out there right now. And what it's designed to do is prevent a lot of the ice that would come off the lake from interfering with the hydroelectric power stations, and certainly preventing flooding and maybe some damage to properties right along Lake Erie as well. That's definitely a positive. So the boom is coming out. It'll take about a couple of days for it to officially get out. You know, speaking of the ice boom, I decided to pull in a couple of key facts about ice boom tonight as far as how much ice is out there on Lake Erie. Now, right now we have about 89 square miles. The earliest they've ever taken the boom out was just last year. We had such a beautiful spring, there wasn't any ice on the lake, so they pulled it out in February, but the latest that it's been has been May the 3rd back in 1971. Kind of a nice night in western New York, 35 now, 37 up in the Falls. We're still still above the freezing mark for just about all of our locations. At freezing for Jamestown and Hamilton. We have that little sliver of precipitation on live precision Doppler 2. And again, this is nothing new with this one. We've always had this, and we will continue to have it for you. Again, most of the activity tonight is this little channel of moisture extending over the 219 down to Olean and the communities of Cuba and Belmont and Wellsville and Allegheny County. Maybe we'll lay down maybe a half to 3/4 of an inch of precip, but again, it's winding down tonight. We have a couple of returns up in Attica, over in Dansville and Geneseo as well. Again, not expecting an awful lot. The reason being there's a low pressure area off the northeast tonight, and we are watching and monitoring that system because what's happening is we continue to get wrapped up in the flow around the low, and that's one of the reasons that, again, we've been dealing with winds from the north and the northwest over the last couple of days on the colder side. Well, the low is starting to move out, and the good news is we're going to start getting a little high pressure in here, clearing things out, but we're still going to see some on again, off again precip. Future look kind of carving into the next 48 hours. Tomorrow morning, we're going to start cloudy. We could see a little bit of that rain snow right there during the late afternoon, early evening. Dies down during the overnight, maybe right along the Lake Erie complex to begin our Thursday. We may have a few light flurries there, but watch in the afternoon. Once again, here comes that little bit of color where the air temperature will be warm enough that we might see a little rain snow mix. We get into Friday morning. Once again, going to start on the cloudy side. We'll probably see a little bit more in the sunshine department in the afternoon. Well, again, our forecast panel is nice and large for you to take a look at. We'll start around the freezing mark tomorrow morning, get those numbers near 40 degrees, and then in the evening, a few flurries will be coming our way. Probably see wind gusts maybe over 30 miles an hour in the afternoon. It won't be as windy on Thursday. We'll see temperatures climb to about 42 degrees, and I know you are going to love the 7-day forecast because Friday again will be at about 43 degrees, 46 on Saturday. We break that 50-degree mark on Sunday, and boy, will that feel good. Lower 40s and mid 40s come Monday and Tuesday of next week, and as usual, if you ever need us, you can give us a quick call on the weather link for the latest weather information at 852-2222 or join us online anytime at WGRZ.com. So I finally think we're going to get this thing really kind of rolling towards that spring feel by the time the weekend comes around, and everybody's going to be happy. Kids on vacation, and that Easter parade will go off just
Mother
fine.
Nature is trying to cooperate now.
She has no choice.
That's right. Thanks, Kevin.
You bet.
Well, the Sabres try to extend their winning streak to 4, but Tampa puts up a pretty good fight on their home rink. Stu has highlights next in sports.
It might be a case of horrible timing tonight for the Sabres as they play the Lightning the day after Tampa hires a new coach. Except that John Cooper won't be behind the Lightning bench until Friday. 2 Western New York college hockey teams are headed to the NCAA tournament. When we come back, we'll take a look at the Niagara Purple Eagles and their matchup against North Dakota. Thanks for watching 2 on Your Side at 10. See you later tonight over on Channel 2. Have a good night, everybody.